Random.
So Jude discovered that
That was a cheap wobbling one. Try asking me for a spicy fart.
Jude discovered that Alexa can fart. So Alexa, give us a 10-second fart countdown.
Farting will start in 10 seconds.
You guys ready to be disturbed? Are you ready? In 10 seconds? And counting? Oh, Jude's ready.
Oh my gosh.
They just keep...
Did someone have baked beans last night? Ask me about the Extreme Farts extension pack, or just say random.
That's okay. Thank you, Alexa.
Try asking me for a very squelchy fart.
I
Say random.
said that was okay. So maybe you should try with your Alexa. Asking. Why is it still going?
That was a squeaky one.
We
Shall I
haven't.
play another fart song?
No.
And we're in the kitchen.
Okay.
We actually had to tell Alexa to cancel so we can stop the toots, as it called. It said, would you like to keep the toots coming? No. Cancel. Alright, so I'm trying to cook something really quick for these kids, and we're having some taquitos and some rice. I'm about to make some rice with this, and that's what we are having today. I put them in the air fryer, and bon appetit. Little mom corner. I think I need a refill. This is the only one I have left. I did this like wine club trial, and then I canceled because to keep it going it was too much. I'd rather just go and buy my own, because I looked at the prices of some of those wine bottles, and some of them are cheaper than what they were like offering in the wine club, but I guess they try to balance it out by giving you like some of them are expensive and some of them are just really cheap. But no, that's okay. I'm not a wine snob. I'm good. Remember, did you guys see the video with this chair? Which he just had some blueberries, so I'm getting ready to clean that because he couldn't wait any longer and had a blueberry snack. But you guys, this chair works wonders. I do sometimes take it off the table base and use it for Oliver he can just sit up to the table. And you know, the next video I'm going to give you guys some information on Oliver, the micro preemie. So I think Oliver has a fever. He's kind of clammy. He woke up from a nap and he was just, you know how you just know when your babies just aren't right, and that's just how it was. He just wasn't right. It just. And I know he got a fever because he was at my sister's house over the weekend. Because I had a date. And I knew I was going to be out pretty late. And so they got some Auntie Lovin's time. My sister kept them and let them spend the night so I could just be out and not have to worry about, you know, having to be home at a certain time.
Oh, what will this work?
What are you doing?
This with the power of magnets. You know how when they're on the same side, they just pull away from each other? Try to stick to the right side.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to make it float in the air, but it just keeps on doing that one thing. Flipping over and then just connecting.
I see. Yes, we have.
You want to feel the power of the Coolidge? You have to hold them tight. You don't want to. Yeah. No, you have to do it soft.
Well, you said I gotta hold it tight, but then I gotta do it soft. Okay, I can't even do it because you're gonna move your hands out the way. So why don't you just do it?
Like this.
Okay, so why don't you
hold
just...
them tight and
Okay.
then you move them
Then
together.
you just do it. I'll believe you. Okay, there we go. Because when I was trying, your little hands were just gripping those magnets.
Ah!
You want me to try, but then at the same time, you don't want me to. So let's get this... get this rice going. So, let's get this situated, shall we? Okay. Yeah. Another Lala production. So.
Sorry, you guys. The TV's on and it's blasting.
Why don't you turn the TV down?
Well, yeah, I just did, but I don't know why it's working.
We'll turn it down a bit more. It wouldn't be a video without one of the kids being in it, right? It's a Lala production. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys to this portion of the video. Finally got the baby laying down. Jude is in there, and that TV is blasting. Hold on, let me get him to turn that down. Okay, that TV was blasting, so I had him turn it down. This is a product from my company, one of my companies, Intendedly. It's our lip balm, and I'm telling you, it is it makes your lips feel so good. All natural, no preservatives, nothing. It's just all natural, baby. I try to keep a pot of it next to my bed. So this is the mini pot. You can see the size of it. This is the mini pot. We have bigger pots that are available. I keep the mini pot close to my bed, and I have a couple of them in my purse, different flavors. Okay. Now, this portion of the video, I wanted to address some of the questions I've had about Cambly. So, yes, I'm still on Cambly. I do Cambly 2 hours every day, Monday through Friday. So that's, you get $12 an hour by teaching, well, I actually do just Cambly Kids for 2 hours. So it's $12 an hour for Cambly Kids. And I do that 2 hours a day. So I make $24 a day to what I consider just chilling out with the kids. You know, it's just, we chat. It's not like I'm teaching them to read or teaching them mathematic principles. We really just chat. I get my puppets out, but I totally get it if that's not something that you are into. So I've had the question of, can I only teach on Cambly Kids, or can I only teach on regular Cambly and not have to deal with kids whatsoever? Well, the short answer is yes, you can teach only on Cambly Kids and not have to ever teach adults. But if you were only on the adult side and that's all you were looking for were to teach adults, it will still be a challenge to filter out to where you only got adults, because they still have the kids that are on the classic Cambly. They call it classic Cambly, not adult Cambly, but the classic Cambly, where it's not like the kids packages and all that, where it's just chatting. Really, it's just the chatting minutes on classic Cambly. You will still get kids because some of the parents can't afford the kids packages, and so they do, like, sometimes they have their whole family use one account. You might come across like, oh, it's this person this day and this person that day. So Cambly encourages them to have their own account, but they're not going to be like really getting in trouble because there's an adult on the account one day, then there's a kid on it another day. Or sometimes straight out, I've tutored kids on the classic Cambly side before because the adult was like, they didn't want to commit because it's a different commitment for Cambly Kids. So the classic Cambly side was a better fit for them. And their kid was probably like 10, like an age where they can, they expect them to sit their behinds down and get their lesson. There's a lot of factors into it. Like with Cambly Kids, it's all reservations. So it's premeditated. It's all reservations. Whereas with the classic Cambly side, you can log on and then a client, one of the customers, Cambly customers, logs on and be like, you know what, I'm going to see if there's anybody available. Oh, this one. So it's a little different on the classic Cambly side. So it's easier to specifically teach the kids than it is to specifically like only teach the adults. I play the system. Now, if you want a better breakdown into what I do, or if you need visuals, let me know, because I have no problem in providing visuals. I would just have to be creative in the editing because I can't show you like the clients' names because my schedule is already booked for the next 2.5 weeks from me just opening up priority hours. It was like, bloop, bloop, congratulations, 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 congratulations. And it just, I'll show you what it looks like. So yeah, long story short, that was already pretty long, but when you sign up and you are a Cambly Kid approved tutor, then it's way easier to get only kids than it is to get only adults. I don't know. Is that clear as mud? Let me know if you need like visuals. I will bust out that whiteboard. Did you see the whiteboard in my kitchen? I use that whiteboard to put notes and stuff for my kids. I draw on it. We draw little things. We have drawing contests. We play games. And then my youngest son, Jude, the one you just saw a little bit ago, he practices because he goes to school at home. I told you guys, I'm going to tell you guys about I have so much to talk to you guys about. I'm going to tell you guys about my schedule and how it works out with my jobs and how you guys, and maybe you guys get some ideas like bloop, 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 bloop. My schedule, like it's a little cuckoo, but it works perfectly for my family. Perfectly. And I'm going to break it down to you guys. So I probably sound like a bad mom. Jude wakes up at like 10:30. If he went to brick and mortar school, he's going to have to go to bed much earlier and get his little booty up. Like, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the mornings, probably earlier. I have to look to see what time regular elementary schools. Now, I also had gotten a comment about, well, now wait. How does this work with erasing and the timer and all that good stuff? I would love to do a video where I will show you what the classroom looks like. So I would have to capture the screen basically after my student leaves and do a tutorial on where everything is in the classroom. So I know I did a video on like the lessons. The screen share function is different from way back when I did a video on that. Because I've been doing Cambly for quite some time. Since like 2018, I think? 2018, 2019? I've been doing Cambly for quite some time. And so they have made a lot of changes since my beginnings in Cambly, and as far as the layout of how the platform is and the classes are. And so I'd be more than happy to do like a tour of the Cambly classroom. Boom, boom, boom. But to erase, there is no like eraser tool. Like you truly have to like refresh the slide to erase. Now to do that, what you do is in the Cambly classroom, when you're working with the kids and all, they have like the slides are pretty much, there's like the little timer bar that goes across the top, and then they have like the slides. Like if it's a slide that's meant to take a little bit of time, it might be like the little space for slide 1 will be like tiny, then slide 2. If they, sometimes they have like the little thing like this on a slide, and I'm like, there is no way, there's not enough conversation in the world for this slide to last that long, for that timer to slowly move. Now, it's not like there's no one that's going to be critiquing or judging you, or there's no QA person saying, oh, you are not on pace. There's nobody like that with Cambly. It's so chill. But say you want to refresh that slide, whatever slide you're on will be the slide that's like lit up blue. It'll show you what slide you're on at the top. And then if you want to erase all the markings on the slide, just press on the slide itself, and then it'll just like boop, boop. It'll just kind of like refresh that slide. Don't refresh your screen. Refresh the slide, and then it'll bloop, clear all of that out. It would just clear it out. That's just, I think they make it easy that way, because if they had to hire all these developers, software developers, it's going to cost them some money. They're going to have to break those pockets to add some more features in there. They sure would. So you refresh that little slide, it'll erase it. Like I said, I will be more than happy to give you a classroom tour of Cambly. I have so much fun. Today in Cambly, I had my regulars. I had this family for almost 2 years. It started off with one child, and now I am tutoring 3 of their children. 3. And I mean, I struggled to get through the lesson. Here's what I mean when I say struggle. Those kids, they just want regular, just conversation. They just want to converse. And some parents, no matter what they're paying for, they're just like, let them converse. If that's all they want to do is just talk, then, you know, I mean, they're not going to talk to you like that. But they don't care if you stick to the lesson or not. A lot of parents don't care. There are some parents that are like, I pay for this lesson, and what are you guys talking about? Like, let's get to what we booked. But most of the parents, they love, especially when you're having them practice that conversational English. And with this family, I'm telling you, it went from me teaching 1 to teaching all 3, and the parents are like, oh, they love you, la la, oh, they can't wait, because they had took a break. I had took a break, and when I took a break, they kind of took a mini break, and then they were messaging me, we want to come back, and we want you to come back, and we want you, could you please open your classes, please? They will be so pleased. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I just started coming back to Cambly, because I was getting a lot of mail, you know, because Cambly kept my account open, even though I was inactive for like 7 months. Cambly kept my account open, and I could still see mail and stuff. I get an email saying I had a message, Cambly message, and I had so many requests. And I'm just going to show you, like, this is what was going on today. I was watching them literally play basketball outside of their, what looked to me like a mansion. I mean, it was like a castle. And they were playing basketball outside. And so we just conversed. And then I was helping them. Like, I would correct their English when they say something. I'm like, oh, okay. And I would restate it the correct way. And then they're smart kids. They'll repeat it the correct way because they heard me restate it. They're really smart. So we still get some English in there. We get some English work in there, even though they're outside just straight playing. There's one time I saw that I was sitting there watching them make laps in their pool. Laps. A huge pool in their vacation home. And they were just swimming, just making laps. Then they were racing. asking me who was the fastest. And so then I tried to make a game out of it with vocabulary. I was like, okay, who can tell me? And sometimes and some people don't want to deal with that, which is why people don't want to do Cambly Kids. But for me, like, it's fun. I can have a conversation with an adult, like easily. But if you're going to pay me $1.80 extra an hour for 30 minutes of conversing with your child, come on. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk. What you want to talk about? You want Arnold? And yes, I get a lot of requests for my puppets. That's another one that people have asked me about. How? Tell me, how did you get so good at doing your puppets without moving your mouth? I've had no formal training. It's called... let's see. What would it be called? I mean, I'm not the only person that was forced to go outside as a kid and play and use my imagination. That's just what we did. Like, I'm 41 now. I'm 41. So our generation, our age group, we know what it's like when your parents be like, go outside. And they lock the door. Like, and you got to stay outside. You're not coming in till they come and unlock that door. You staying outside. My kids act like they allergic to the outside. Oh, a bug looked at me. I can't be outside. Like... All right. So, so much to talk about. We can sit here and talk. And I'm just so excited to be doing these vlogs and being able to give you guys some insight and you guys missed it. I should have got it on camera. My daughter came over and just surprised me out the blue. She came over and surprised me and brought over, because, people come unannounced and it's all late at night. I'm like, so the first thing I did was look at the camera. Like, I'm not even going to the door and say, who is it? I quietly looked at the camera. Yes, I got a security system at my house. I'm a single mom. So I got a security system with the camera and all that good stuff. So I looked at the camera. I was like, oh, girl, they got the little two-way where I could talk and she could hear me and I could hear her. I was like, girl, what in the world? I didn't know you were coming over tonight. It's so late. Hold on. Let me tell Jude to let you in. Jude, go let your sister in. She's here. So, and then she brought me a fish tank, which I would love to. Oh, that could be a video. We can go pick out a fish. It's like a whole, like everything, like a whole kit. It's a 10-gallon tank, so I can't really do too much with that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get one beta and put it in there and be like, with one beta, I wouldn't have to clean that thing that much. It'll be just one fish. We'll see. But you know what? It's time. It's time to cut this short because we're going to bring conversation back tomorrow. Y'all want to go skating with me? You want to go skating? I'm going to show you what I mean when I say go skating. We're going to go skating tomorrow. Roll bounce. Roll bounce. So, as always, TTF in.